In today's tech-driven world, semiconductors are the hidden superstars that power everything, from your smartphones and laptops to advanced military technology. In 2021 alone, the global semiconductor market was worth a staggering $595 billion. But did you know that over half of the world's semiconductors are made in one small island? That's right, Taiwan. Leading the pack is Taiwan's very own semiconductor manufacturing company, or TSMC, which alone produces 56% of the world's semiconductors. Even more impressively, it manufactures 92% of the world's most advanced chips, those 7-nanometer and smaller chips that power high-end smartphones, artificial intelligence systems, and even fighter jets. No wonder Taiwan is at the center of a brewing tech showdown between two global superpowers, the United States and China. Semiconductors are the brains behind modern technology, and Taiwan is the world's most crucial supplier of these high-tech components. In fact, one advanced TSMC chip can contain up to 10 billion transistors. Incredible, right? This makes TSMC not just a tech company but a critical player in global geopolitics. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. While the US is home to companies that design cutting-edge chips, like Intel and Qualcomm, most of the actual chip manufacturing is outsourced to Taiwan. Today, the US produces only 12% of the world's semiconductors, down from 37% in 1990. Meanwhile, China is the world's largest consumer of semiconductors, importing $350 billion worth of chips in 2022 alone, 60% of its total consumption. Despite its ambition to become self-sufficient in semiconductors, China still relies heavily on Taiwan's TSMC for its most advanced chips. These tiny chips are essential not just for gadgets, but for the future of global technology. We're talking about 5G, artificial intelligence, and even military defense systems. Any country that controls semiconductor manufacturing has a significant strategic advantage, and right now, Taiwan holds the crown. Recognizing their dependence on Taiwan, both the US and China have been making moves. The US, for instance, passed the CHIPS and Science Act in 2022, committing $52 billion to boost domestic semiconductor production. The US government has also convinced TSMC to build a $12 billion factory in Arizona, set to start production by 2024, capable of producing 5-nanometer chips, one of the most advanced on the market. But China is not sitting idly by. Through its Made in China 2025 initiative, China aims to produce 70% of its own semiconductors by 2025, though it's far from reaching that goal for advanced chips. Currently, China's domestic companies are only capable of manufacturing chips larger than 14 nanometers, which are less advanced. For comparison, TSMC is already moving toward producing 2-nanometer chips by 2025. In response to China's growing ambitions, the US implemented export controls in October 2022, restricting China's access to advanced semiconductor technologies, particularly for chips used in AI and quantum computing. This move has significantly slowed China's progress in military and technological advancements, keeping them reliant on Taiwan for cutting-edge chips. But it's not just the US and China that are concerned. Taiwan semiconductors are vital to tech companies all around the world. In 2021, the semiconductor shortage caused by the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted industries like automotive, where global car production was cut by 11.3 million units because manufacturers couldn't get the chips they needed. The global chip shortage was a stark reminder of just how fragile the semiconductor supply chain is. Taiwan's geographic position, just 100 miles off the coast of mainland China, adds a layer of geopolitical tension. If a natural disaster, political instability, or even military conflict were to disrupt Taiwan's chip production, the impact would be catastrophic for global industries ranging from consumer electronics to healthcare and military systems. That's why countries like the US, Japan, and the European Union are scrambling to build their own semiconductor capacity. Intel, for example, is investing $20 billion to build 2 new chip factories in Ohio, and Japan's Rapidus is working with IBM to develop 2-nanometer semiconductor production by 2025. And while China is spending billions to catch up, experts estimate it could take China up to 10 years to become self-sufficient in producing advanced chips. In the meantime, the balance of power in the tech world remains in Taiwan's hands. The question is, can Taiwan continue to maintain this dominance amid growing geopolitical tensions? At the end of the day, Taiwan's semiconductors are more than just tech. they're a key player in a global power struggle. The future of technology, national security, and the global economy all hinge on these tiny chips. Will the US and China find a way to coexist in this high-tech race? Or will the battle for semiconductors push the world into deeper geopolitical conflict? Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on global tech, economics, and geopolitics. See you in the next video.